Now, the multiculti is a smorgasbord, really, isn't it? There's stalls, sights, smells. It can be a bit overwhelming, so if you're finding that you need a bit of quiet time, look no further than some calming, peaceful meditation with some Buddhists. With me I have Kelsang Dana Kelsang, and they are a resident teacher at the Bodhisattva Kadampa Buddhist Centre, and you are running the class, is that right?
That's right.
Thank you so much for coming on radio this morning.
Well, thank you, Alice.
What is the difference between modern Buddhist meditation and the ancient forms?
Well, there's a lot that's similar, So in modern Buddhism, we meditate on and read and receive teachings on the pure teachings given by Buddha Shakyamuni 2,500 years ago, because that's timeless ancient wisdom. The modern bit is, say, in the teachings, we're just applying it to our modern day life and really explaining for people how they can use that ancient wisdom right now in their modern daily life, everyday life, at home, at work in Canberra, with their friends, to make relationships better, just feel better and make life work, more smoothly.
You started touching on it, but what are some of the benefits of meditation?
Well, how long have we got? But really, the fundamental benefit and the reason why I started meditating, why anyone will start meditating, is it makes us happy. So that's the main benefit. We look around us, out all the shiny things outside in our life in the world, and we look to them to make us happy. We want our house to make us happy, and our other people to function to make us happy in our job. And all of those things are a mixed bag. They can't completely fulfill our deep desire in our heart for real happiness. That's where meditation works. It makes our mind peaceful, and then that's the foundation of real lasting happiness.
I feel like we need that in our modern lives because it just gets so busy. I feel like we're assaulted with all of our senses, applications, notifications. We're constantly scrolling. How do you find time to work meditation into such busy schedules? We can all put off starting to learn to meditate because we think we don't have time. And for me, where I could no longer procrastinate, this is many, many, many years ago, of course, but it was when I read that you can start meditation if you have 5 minutes a day. And I realised I did have 5 minutes, and then from there, and then you get outrageous.
Started. Yeah. And we can just think even 5, and then we want to work up to 10 minutes, and we want to work up to 15 minutes. But we are spending a lot of minutes in our day on stuff that isn't that good for us. And it's not that hard to carve out that time.
So would you get the same benefit from, say, 5 minutes of meditation versus an hour?
I think there's two things that determine the benefit we get, and one is how much we relax and enjoy it. And 5 minutes of just enjoying sitting with your own peaceful mind, or sitting meditating on a wise thought, a pure way of living. That can be better than an hour spent thinking, am I doing it right? Is this what I'm meant to be doing? I don't think I'm as good at this as I thought I would be.
What if you don't have a quiet mind? What do you do with those thoughts that are constantly intruding?
So when you're starting off, you just practice trying not to follow the thoughts. We accept that they're going to pop up, because for a long time they will, and they'll pop up quite rapidly, and we just think they're in the background. I don't need to follow them. And it is just a practice. It's, and it's not as hard to learn to not follow the thought as we think it's going to be.
To learn how to let it go.
Yeah, just let it pass through. And we actually in our weekly classes teach some really good meditations that help us get a perspective on our thoughts in a really lovely visual way. Like we can think my mind's like a vast clear sky and all the thoughts are like just clouds just moving across my mind. So it helps us not feel captive by those thoughts.
That's beautiful. You're listening to ABC Radio Canberra. I'm Alice Matthews. You're also hearing from Kelsang Dana. We're talking modern Buddhism meditation techniques. I feel like you've given us a few already. We've got the sort of 5-minute meditation. Our mind is a clear sky. What are maybe 1 or 2 practical tips that somebody listening could enact today?
Don't be afraid to start. Just start in the way that works for you, even if that's just spending a few minutes sitting quietly on your bed looking at an image that makes you happy. It's about treasuring our peaceful mind, nurturing minds that like love or feeling safe. Yeah, and just start by sitting with those minds. And then, of course, when we want to get more of a structured practice going, can I do a plug? It really does
Please
help
do.
To find a class.
Yeah.
Because then it's like going to the gym. You buy the membership because then you're going to turn up, and once you've turned up, all you've got to do is follow the instructions. And
I need all the guidance I can get.
yeah. So all you've got to do is get in your car and start driving to the meditation.
Or start
class.
driving to the Multicultural Festival. You have
Absolutely.
workshops here today. How can people find you, where and when?
Yeah. We'll be on one of the workshop stages in Glebe Park, workshop 2 stage. We'll be there at 2:30. We'll be setting up from 2:30 and just after 2:30 we'll get started. I'll guide a lovely meditation in the park and we'll create a bit of peace here in the middle of the city.
A bit of meditation in the park.
I know,
and for
right?
those who can't get to the festival today, where can they find more information?
Meditateincanberra.org.
Meditateincanberra.org. Kelsang Dana, thank you so much for sharing the clarity of mind. I love that visual, and I'm going to take it with me as the chaos of today ensues. Live radio from the Multicultural Festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kelsang Dana, resident teacher at Bodhisattva Kadampa Buddhist Centre.